in the oven in because you get better results.
Yes.
That's where you're gonna step into glass. But this is really cool because we haven't even presented this yet. And already 300 spoken for at about 7:25 in the morning.
Yes.
Here on the East Coast, and already 300 out the door. And I'm not surprised because it is customer top rated in this set. These are each glass containers. For the first time, they're paired with the Triton lids, which we'll talk about where that dynamic duo is so perfect. These are customer top rated. Now the three should be $27.
Yes.
We're at $15.99. So yes, you bake, you store in glass, leftovers, lunches. Each size is 2 3/4 of a cup. You just have to pick your color.
Yes,
and
you
in this
do.
case,
And they're
it's
pretty.
just the little locking
That's all
handles.
it is. It's the hinges. That's all that
They're
you're
gonna
picking.
be up right over here. So here, come on over.
It's the seal and the hinge that you're picking your color on for this.
Here's red. We also have it in that denim blue. We have slate. And the steel gray, it's a little more of a blue gray, but that is the most limited.
Yes.
$15.99. This is a 40% savings. I would stock up and stock up and stock up. Get yourself as many as you think you're going to need.
Right.
So Janine,
let's talk about it.
Yeah, why the first time the glass with the Triton?
Because we know that you love the glass and we know you love the Triton, so we married them. It's the perfect marriage because your glass you're asking for. Now, this is borosilicate glass. What does it mean? It's a thick, beautiful glass that can go into the oven up to 750 degrees. Now, we know that most home ovens will only go to 5 or 550.
Yeah.
So use it under the broiler. You could put it in the smoker. You can use it in your air fryer. Exactly. You can even put these, not the lid for any
just
of that,
the vessel.
by the way. But you can even put just the vessel itself on top of your grill. You know, that's how, I mean, that's the temperature for these that they will withstand. It's unbelievable. And then they can withstand sudden changes in temperature. That means they're thermal shock resistant. So it can go from the freezer to the oven.
So you don't have to like sit on the counter to like adjust before you pop it in the oven.
And you know, I don't think that everybody knows this
go right
because
in.
frankly, I didn't know this. I'm just being honest. Like, you know, not for a while I didn't at least. Not all glass is made equally and not all glass can go into the oven or the microwave or the dishwasher. Our glass can do all of that. Now, I'm going to go pull something out of the oven really quickly over here.
Especially with these sizes. You know, if you're doing meal prep for maybe 1 or 2 and you're doing a cornbread or you're doing a small quiche, you can bake these meals ahead. The size is perfect because it's 2 3/4 cup for a side dish.
Right.
Or for a single portion. What about a mini lasagna?
Why not?
You could take the whole recipe and split it amongst 2 or 3 containers.
You know what this actually is?
What is it?
You could do a mini lasagna, but this is eggplant. A little eggplant parm in here, which happens to be one of my very favorites.
Come on, it's $15.99.
I mean, do you smell that?
You know
Look
what
at
I
that,
would
and it's not
consider
sticking.
doing?
I love
you
that.
might have some other, because I have quite a bit of lock and lock
I
containers.
mean, I might too.
But you want to transition more of your leftovers, the things you reheat, what's going in hot into glass.
Sure.
I save then my other containers. My other lock and lock go with my baking supplies. They go into my pantry. They go into my kids' closet for storage. So this is how you're using it in different ways.
Right.
But when you want to make a better choice for reheating, I love using the glass.
I love using the glass too. And look at the pull away. Look at that release that you get. It's not sticking. This cheesy mac and cheese, right? We try to make it extra cheesy to show you. You're not sticking there. When you bake, if you are a lover of baking, things turn out so absolutely gorgeous with even browning with this. I don't bake. I mean, I'm just not into it. I'm not a big lover of it. And even when I bake the simplest things, it could be simple, they could be harder, right, to do. They come out so nice. Like you could just flip it over and see this. Oh, here you go.
Look at that
see
release.
this release.
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful.
And you didn't have
look
to
at
line
that. You
it
can
with
spray it with a
parchment
little.
paper.
You could do a little nonstick spray.
Sure.
But look at that beautiful even browning that you get with these.
You could
And honestly, every single time like that.
You could make breads, and that's what you're dropping off at some of your neighbor's house for a Valentine's Day treat. You know, or maybe a friend that just needs a little pick-me-up. These are $15.99.
Yes.
So let me show you all the colors
let's
because they're
show
going to
them.
go pretty quickly. This is now our final quantity. We're not going to get any more of this set in stock with the glass and that Triton lid. So this one is your red with 600 out the door. We have the denim blue. We also have, so this one is the slate.
That's the slate, yeah.
There's 500 to go around. The steel gray is this, a little, see how it's a little bit more blue?
Right.
There's only 200 to go around.
Beautiful
we won't get any
colors.
more of these back in stock. It doesn't mean we're not going to see glass anymore,
Right,
but
no.
not this size.
Exactly.
With this style lid.
And
so I would stock up. And they do stack really nicely
They
too.
do. And let's talk, there's the stack. So they stack so nicely because they sort of they sort of curl up a bit. Not, what's the word I'm looking for? The edge
ridge or a
turns
lip?
up. Yeah. So it's really nice for the stacking. And then we did just talk about Triton with our canisters, but the reason we put the Triton on here is because that's stain proof as well, just like the glass. So isn't that great that you're able now to get both? So you get the best of both worlds with this.
The glass
Flip that lid
containers
down.
I grew up with were just a plastic lid. There was no airtight, watertight.
No, of
If I
course.
made homemade gumbo and
Yeah.
wanted to bring it to work for lunch, it was like, carry with care. Because if
Yeah.
it tipped on its side, I would have lost my lunch.
Exactly. So
Not with these.
Not with these. These are going to lock in all the freshness, lock in the food. No, you're not going to have anything that is going to leak out, which is wonderful. Airtight and watertight. So when you get, when you want to put something in the microwave, if you want to steam this broccoli, you flip that lid, put a little water in there, and then we're going to steam the broccoli in the microwave. And again, that's to break the suction, right, of the seal that is so powerful. That seal is powerful. And that's what you love about Lock and Lock and why
There's
we've
a
been
nice
here.
sturdy lock too with these
That's
hinges.
a very good lock on
It's
that.
also still easy to do one-handed.
And that's what's really important too. And then check out what's next to you. So you have that
little guy?
store-bought, your store-bought salmon in
How
this
long are you
tin
gonna
tray.
keep that in the fridge like
Well,
that?
you've
You'd have
just
to
got a
cook
little
it that day or so.
Exactly. You've got a little plastic wrap. I mean, you can't mess around with fish, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so I don't want it in here. I don't, even though this says it's oven safe, that's fine. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm not putting it in there.
Got it.
What am I going to do with it? I'd rather heat it in my glass, okay? In my glass Lock and Lock. First
Put
of
that
all,
in
it
your
looks
air
better in
fryer.
this. Put this in your air fryer, and then put it on that bed of greens if you want to, on that arugula, or just eat it the way, just the fish itself. But I love that. And for cold foods too, how about a salad with a little bit of chicken salad on top, some greens. So it could be your fruit that you're putting in here. It doesn't always have to be something that goes into the oven or the microwave.
Close to 1,000 spoken for.
Wow.
This is the
That's a lovely
final
list.
order. Customer top rated. It's the only combination we've done from Lock and Lock where you get that glass vessel with the Triton locking lid. So I want you to pick your colors. And I said colors, yes. You may buy different colors for maybe different folks in the home. Maybe you have somebody that doesn't eat dairy and you're prepping meals. Say, okay, Henry gets all the red containers because there's no dairy in it. This one's the most popular. Here's your denim blue. Here is your steel. I'm so sorry, slate. This one's the slate. There's 400 to go around. That steel, there's 150. Final order of the entire year. Only time we've done this combo as well. It's K88421. Oh, Henry's my son. I mentioned because Henry doesn't eat dairy and everyone's probably, who's Henry? Okay, thank you.
Your kids are like so sophisticated, like he's not doing dairy.